Push the button, so say hi!
What the
Hi.
fuck is up, every pony?
Welcome back to Hell and Back,
Why do you,
wherein the
why do
intricacies
you
of what a
break our
corn dog
rating
in are
every
very abundant.
time?
As for getting started, I need a last time onto Hell and Back. Somebody go!
Last time on to Hell and Back, we were making our way down the river. We were hot on the trail of Cassiopeia slash Ring Dancer. We've discovered that she has plans of meeting up with Soft Whisper Priest, as well as a paladin in the city of Leverbust. While on the river, transporting the slaves to bring them back to a safe place so they can be redistributed elsewhere, we were attacked by a giant dinosaur and then a second dinosaur. While Orion's valiant efforts of shoving a smoke stick into one of their eyes, it was ultimately the barbarian's axe that felled the foul beast. And then the other one got magic to death, like extremely to death. Its ashes were absorbed into the water, it doesn't exist anymore. But the other one that was chopped up was brought on board the ship, and its meat has been collected for later consumption. The survivors of the tugboat were very thankful and agreed to take us down to the rest of the river, where we are waiting to meet up with a paladin of Soft Whisper.
There you go. Any
Blah, blah,
details?
blah.
Any other details anybody wants to chime in? Alright, don't seem to see so. That does sum it up pretty well as you guys bring in your boat with the help of some of the others who have to kind of like help get your boat back over. Also, I assume you're not leaving the couple marketeers that were on that shore without a boat. At least, well, I guess they did say they wanted to stay with the boat, and maybe they can find some help from there. But are you guys otherwise just kind of like leaving them to their own device there on the shore?
I believe so. They did pay us quite an exorbitant amount of money. And I don't remember if we were going to keep that for ourselves or pay it to the captain. I believe it was either Anziel. Yeah, it would have been Anziel because he's the face of the party currently.
You guys did tell the captain that you were going to pay him for his time.
Right, but we haven't yet. Anziel, what's your call on that?
I say we pay him.
Little
At least
Spot raises a
but-
hoof into the air.
But we
Paying
keep
doesn't mean
part of it
giving
for the fee.
everything.
because all of it should not be his since we took care of the problem while he just sat there. Granted, it is his boat, so we have to give him at least a little bit of it. However, I should not be the one handling negotiation.
We do need you to at least be the face because you're the Sphinx here. Most of
This is
us are
correct.
frowned upon.
This is correct.
Little
Yeah,
they
Spout
won't listen
tilts
to me.
her very sphinxy head to the side. What? Did you forget me?
Say that again. Sorry, the music turned on and I couldn't hear anything.
I mean, Little Spout is Little Sphinx. She has been for a long time.
That's true.
Yeah, so you
what-
could take care of it.
What does society
and
roll?
she does speak Sphinx. Hooray!
What does society roll determine how much it would cost to repair the ship?
I feel like that'd be some sort of engineering, probably, or ship thing, rather than society. Society is more like,
Okay.
why do people act the way they do in this society?
Right. So my crafting is tied to alchemy, and I only have academia lore.
Well, I should point out, crafting is all of the crafting. Every crafting known to mankind.
I still don't think crafting is for determining how much it would cost to fix something up? Question mark, maybe.
Well, I
mean,
mean,
they
if
got rid
it
of
didn't
the
cover
phrase,
that,
didn't they?
how would a smithing person actually buy the materials to make what he wants to make?
Fair enough. Well, if you have it trained, feel free to go
That'd
for
be
it.
really hard.
It would be blind.
Look, I need enough metal for a sword. How much is that? I don't know about this much.
Also, do you guys remember how much that he gave you? TM.
It was 14 platinum pieces. It was a very high amount.
Ah, yes. Well, repairing this ship itself would probably be around the effect of 40 gold pieces worth of labor and
For platinum.
yeah.
All right. Orion will fly just above the surface of the water, swim underneath the water to look under the ship. And when he comes back out to the top, he's going to shake himself up like a dog so everybody gets wet everywhere. And he's going to say,
Literally, that was the only reason you did that.
he's going to say, oh, wait, I can water breathe. I should have been doing.
I thought you guys tugged the boat out of the water.
We did, but it was still damaged.
Oh, fair enough.
But yeah. Looking over the ship.
Little Spout extends a hoof. Okay, give me the 4 platinum, and I will go talk up a storm. Anytime now, hoof waggle.
Okay. I go ahead and give it to you.
Ka-ching. Now, the little Sphinx approaches the ship captain with a nice big smile. Ding.
Your guys' ship captain or the other ship captain of the beach boat?
The one we owe the money to.
Yes, that
Gotcha.
one.
That one.
The important one.
And he looks down at you. Hey.
The greatest, biggest smile. Thank you so much for taking us all this way. You've been such a good captain, she says. Nod. And we want to make sure that we cover our part. And as far as I can tell, I'm pretty sure, especially you're such a smart person, she says, batting her little feline eyes. Bat, 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 bat. This should be enough. It's probably too much, really. And she offers 3 platinum. Dink.
3 platinum?
Yes.
Alright, give me that diplomacy roll, you.
Bat. I mean, it's still pretty good, but it's not as good as I could have done.
You pat, blink at him, and he kind of just like raises a slight eyebrow. Hey, yes, it is always the young ones that never realize that it is always the Persians who are pitching their platinum, he says as he shouts back over the edge. Honestly, is that all he gave you for the time that you came out here? I bet he can offer more.
She tilts her head left. She tilts her head right. We'll have to talk with them, but I wanted to make sure we were good because we're such good friends, and we still have a little way to go. So I wanted to make sure you were taken care of.
He looks down at the platinum. I will take your 3 and call it good. Yes.
She surrenders the 3 platinum, and she smiles. You're the best ever, she says with a nice, endearing tone.
And he kind of grumbles and he looks at it. Only 3 platinum. And he kind of like walks off.
And she returns to the party, and she drops 1 platinum. Clink. Did it. She is currently looking very smug.
Well then, that worked better than expected.
How much longer until we reach Liverboast?
Lirbast.
That's what I said.
I mean, you guys, if you're just taking the riverboat, it won't take you much long to get to the shore of like where the end of this river is, which is like a whole little treat area and whatnot. It's very fancy. From there, you guys pretty much have to hike it on foot, which might take you 1 or 2 days.
All right. In that case, Orion is going to keep watch for a little while, and he's going to periodically jump off the edge of the boat to swim underneath it to inspect things, and then he's going to jump back onto the boat.
Give me a perception roll, blind if you could.
Jawohl.
I can see everything.
I do have blind sight. Let's see. I think, yeah, that should be blind. Perfect.
With your perception roll, going underwater, quite frequently, mind you, because I imagine you only have blind sight because you're using, the very high-pitched screeches underwater. There's just bubbles everywhere.
Oh God, no!
Oh yes, I do. In fact,
I was gonna say you're probably coming up for air quite often if you're doing that. But
I actually can breathe underwater because of the Wayfinder I have.
Hey, look at that! Look at you go. You don't spy any other existing threats, By the time you guys actually get up to the edge of the lake there, where all the other boats are kind of docked, a couple of them are slow clapping in your direction, somewhat sarcastically. Some of them look a little bit more miffed than the others. Some of them actually look like they had a good time watching the fight going on. You hear a couple jeers out to the captain. Captain, oh, he didn't get your boat, did he? And he kind of waves his paw. Aye, shut your trap! And they're kind of bantering to each other effectively as they start docking. The captain of your boat directs the crew to kind of tie off the ship to some of the little docks that they have around the edge. And he looks towards you guys. Oh, this be the end of this road here? Well, road if you call it one. And he looks up the river. And he kind of like scratches his head a little bit. I suppose that would mean you are taking your, and he looks down below, your slaves with you, and your big slave with you as well, yes? And he looks up to steady shoot.
Yes.
Very well then. Feel free. You have paid me some, more than what I would have expected anyway for a mere ferry trip, and I appreciate it, he says with a big Persian smile.
Thank you for your hospitality, and continue along the roads of the brave.
Yeah, it gives you a small captain's salute, whatever that would look like.
And GM, you said that we were on the boat for 2 additional days, correct?
You were on the boat for getting down, I believe that was, yes.
Okay, I'm going to be adding some bombs and poison that Orion will be crafting in his downtime.
Gotcha. Yeah, it'd be two more days to go from here to Lurbost on foot, because the river doesn't go all the way down. The river ends where you guys are on the map right here.
Okay, but 2 days on river, you said?
Yep.
Yes. I would
Right.
point out that it would take 4 days in total before you could actually make anything.
To craft?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be
It's
honest,
full-
I haven't learned the second edition rules on crafting,
No
so
right.
I'll
All right.
I'll-
Well, basically, here's how it goes. Do you guys want to hear?
Let's
pretty
go.
please.
All right. 4 days later, you at that point gain access to essentially just buying the freaking item. You paid half up front. You can pay the other half after 4 days and get the item. It's like you are your own mobile marketplace. Good job. Woo!
But how much-
After those 4 days, you could keep crafting to not buy it yet and instead make money as if you were earning income with your crafts. And not all that money goes towards making the item cheaper, down to the other half of the amount being free if you just kept doing it. That makes sense?
So in 4 days' time, I can essentially craft
Buy
half,
it.
sell half without having any loss of income.
No. After 4 days, you can buy it. After
I'm
4
still kinda
days, you
lost.
will have paid exactly the same amount as anybody else, but you did it on a boat, middle of the river, where most people can't do that
Okay.
because they don't know how to do it. Does that
So
make
the main
sense?
question would be, what can I craft in a day? Because I've got some bombs I want to craft as well as elixirs.
Buy raw, not a goddamn thing.
We can go into more detail into this out of the game.
However, more as a rules as intended sort of thing, bombs are usually made in batches of 4 to begin with, so I would be okay. This is a GM call of you being able to produce 1 bomb in 1 day.
That makes sense to me.
You would still pay the market price, but hey, you could do it in the middle of the river, which is not normally a place you could buy bombs.
Okay.
That makes sense to me in the realm of bombs.
But yeah, well, that's most alchemical items come in batches. Because waiting for 4 days to get 1 bomb is just sad.
True. All right. Then, okay,
So,
I'm
yeah,
ready to go.
every day you can get a bomb. Boop, boop.
Yay.
All right. So you guys are headed toward Lurbost, yes?
Yes.
Correct.
Adventure.
Adventure. And you're headed straight there. You're not doing any weird maneuvers, searching, scouring the landscape, that kind of thing.
Nope, we've got slaves to deliver, so we need to get them straight there.
All right. First day. I need a D100 from somebody. Blind if you could. Choose your poison. Who will screw
What do you need
over
from us?
today? A D100 from somebody.
Okay,
Oh,
we
there
got
you
it.
go. And as you roll your D100, throughout the day does not seem like anything is amiss. Who is on watch tonight?
Orion will take one of the later watch. One of the later.
I'll take the first. I'll take the first watch.
Roll your perceptions in order of watches.
I'll take fourth watch. So we need a second and a third.
Well, there you go.
I can take a watch. Roll for me. I'm not at my computer right now.
Right, I'll do that then.
I see how it is. Well, fine then. I guess I'll just click this perception. Meh. That's a thing that I did.
All right, and fourth watch.
Alright, look at that. Oops, meant to take the first one there. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The first one was other person. The second one was Little Spout. Sorry.
Oh,
in
yeah,
case you
no.
were wondering more.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
two.
Oh, gotcha. I rolled for Stargazer there. I just kind of took the higher one.
Oh, well then never mind.
Yep, sorry. Alright, so I see everybody's rolls here, and as you guys go through the night, each of you on your watch will start noticing that as the sun goes down, there's a lot of distant roaring. There's definitely things out in the deserts, probably of the more dino variety that you have yet to encounter, given that you guys had just fought one in the rivers. Yep.
Little Spout squints significantly at the dinosaurs.
Anseal, on your first watch, I will note that you do spot something rustling around in the bag, and then, you know, a couple coins start flying out. Fly. And another thing flies out, like an arrow or something. Fly. Fly. Anseal.
Fly like an eagle.
Sorry. Say that again. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
With your roll, I mean, you notice that something is rustling around in your bag and throwing things out of your bag. Throw.
I'm going to take Pushpin and throw him out of my bag.
And he flies away. And he collides with the leaf. Oi! And he shouts from the side, "Just trying to get a good place to rest, you! What, you gonna make me sleep on this leaf?" He says as he, like, cozies up in the leaf. Right size this year.
Just don't take anything and we'll be fine.
Oh, you need more matchboxes in there, you do. Little cushions and all. He grumbles. That is pretty much the only eventful things that happen during the night of this first night.
It could have been worse.
In the distance, you spy Lurbost as day breaks. Orion is the last on watch. And I would imagine is the one to probably wake you guys up.
Scream! Good morning.
Little Sphinx bounces to her paws. It helps that she doesn't really have one.
And
Yes,
Dr.
sir.
Orion has his chemistry set out as the sun rises up, and he goes to work until the party's ready to move out.
Alright. Day 2 is upon us as you guys begin your travelings. Unless there's any objections, it will only take half a day
Objection!
to get to Lurbost. You guys travel more and more, getting closer and closer to the wonderful Lurbost, which I activated. Just bring you guys to it. Give it a moment. At least it should anyway. There you guys go. Lurbost! There we go. Look at this fancy new town map. As you
man.
guys kind of enter into the city, what you will notice is that there is one walled section of the city that you can see kind of above a lot of the smaller flat top desert style sandstone buildings, which seems to have some sort of temple in the middle. Among the buildings that are kind of taller than most, another sort of Colosseum building seems to be sitting toward the center of town. You guys enter, going past right over here, seems to be some sort of guard station.
All right.
Nobody hassles you on the way in, though. I'm just describing what you guys are seeing on the way in.
I don't have an icon on the map, so I unfortunately can't see.
Oh, did I not set this to global? Hold on, let me, global illumination and no fog exploration. Hang on, token vision, there we go. Bonk.
That's more like it.
Oh no, what have you done?
Alright.
Okay, and you said the guard station is here?
Yep, pretty much the building that's, right next to you, like this whole series of buildings here. It's kind of, it's very clearly a guard station. It's got like, you know, the spears. Well, not really spears. This one actually has, 2 pickaxes, which are crossed with a sword through the, horizontally, along the middle. As the symbol of these guard stations, this guard station.
All right. How much of the dinosaur meat did we eat traveling across the open prairie? I had a 2 bulk that I extracted, and I imagine with the slaves, unless we had some other form of feeding them, they would go through that pretty well within 2 days, right?
I do believe that Little Spout has her special pot, which takes on an entirely new meaning in Colorado, but...
Little Spout is checking out the population.
Population in what way?
Like, what kind of people she sees. She's
Aha.
people watching.
You are people watching, and as you look around, what you see, Little Spout, is many, many more Sphinxes and Persians. This is definitely another one of those very Sphinxy, Persian-y sort of places.
Little Sphinx shall live one more day.
Yes, and they are all, as well, holding what seems to be those fancy, or not really holding, wearing those fancy necklaces that you saw in the previous town. A lot of them do anyway. Some of them don't, but it's actually few and far between.
It's so fancy I can't even handle it.
Yeah. Look at that. And
Also, every 3D printer, but doesn't print anything.
like I said, you kind of pass the guard station there. A certain push pin is kind of lounging on someone's back here. We'll say Star Dancers because he hasn't bullied Star Dancer in a while. He kind of just lounges. Oi! You're right out of place here, you are. Oh, he's just a strong silent one. She's got it down. She's not gonna get into any trouble. He snickers. I think Star Dancer's gone. Or he's AFK right now.
Yes, that they had gotten AFK. However,
Sorry, I'm back.
just in time.
A pushpin has lounged on your back and said, "Oi, someone's out of place
Yeah,
here."
I heard it.
Okay.
Well, less out of place than you probably.
What? No, they can't even see me. You have to be in place to be out of place. At least know where the place is. You guys start thinking a little bit. Oi, half of me's a cat, oi. If I round up, I'm perfectly in place.
I can fix that.
Oh, no, please don't, he says as he looks suddenly really worried. He jumps over to steady shoot instead.
I just make the offhand comment. You're still a little short to be considered a cat.
He hisses. And it comes out as a chirp.
Little Spout rolls her eyes. Why is everybody picking on Thumbtack? He's perfect just the way he is.
Thumbtack did nothing wrong. I mean, Pushpin.
Thumbtack,
that
Pushpin is a sizes construct.
Oh boy. That being
Yes,
said,
Little Spout never stopped believing that he is the other name.
that being said, one of the guards actually kind of like steps out and sees that you're pretty much bringing an entire everyone into the city at once.
Yeah, that's the thing that's happening.
And he kind of just blinks in your direction. It blinks. Care to explain yourself?
Yeah, we're just passing through.
We have a delivery.
He looks toward all of the ponies behind and Steady Shoot and likely Star Dancer. He kind of blinks. For whom?
Paladin, soft whisper something, or I'm scratching
You
his
are
head.
looking for Sila. And
That's her name.
and he smiles. Yes, Captain Sila, she is, and she points toward that big temple that you saw across the way. In the temple. This is where she spends most of her days.
I saw no ping.
Thank you.
Uh,
Have you seen a pink pony come through here recently?
a pink pony. Oh, you're asking him. No.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you were asking me. Like,
I mean, kind of, sort of.
yeah. He kind of thinks, no, there is not much that I keep an eye about the pony kind around this place. And he shakes his
Oh,
head.
well, you should, you see, because there's a pink pony going around by the name of Ring Dancer. She might use the name Cassiopeia. She's actually been stealing souls and draining the life out of everyone she meets. In the previous town we were in, she was arm wrestling everyone out of their money. Dastardly.
Is this a euphemism for women in general? He says as he tilts his head slightly to the side.
Only the best ones.
The little Sphinx looks slightly put out.
And he kind of scratches his head. Well, if they were pony kind, they would be down at the Pilgrim's Arrow. And he points toward a direction somewhat more southern in the town square down here. And he points in this direction. Yep, this direction.
That direction. Cool. Also, I scrolled up and it was actually 15, not 14 platinum pieces. So we have 12 left.
There you go. As for this guard that you are talking to, I will note that he does seem to be wearing a very fancy pin, and the pin itself is the same as what's on the guard's station, being that of 2 pickaxes, which are kind of crossed with a sword going horizontally down the middle.
What does that symbol mean?
He looks at his chest. Yes, I am a bannerman. Yes.
We met your counterparts before.
And he kind of thinks a little bit. To the north or to the south?
North.
Aha, you have met with the guardians of the departed. Yes.
I don't remember, but it was in Wati.
Ah, yes, that is the bannerman chapter there. And he smiles. Quite frankly, if you ask me, I think that their pins are a lot more fancy than ours. And he gives a little bit of a snicker. But I am not the designer. That was entirely Mainstitch Sila's, preferences.
Little Sphinx tilts her head. We have a lot of ponies.
I can see this, yes. Though you are going to get very funny looks. Would you rather them be tied up outside here and while you wait? And go get your
only most of them.
Most of them. Who is the ones that you wish to take with you?
All of them. In fact, everyone in this group with us. We were given instructions by Shin, the main stitch of Wadi, to deliver them to Sir Zila.
Ah, this is a matter of main stitches. Alright, I will not be the one to... And he's kind of like looking you guys up and down as he's saying this. And he kind of spots the little badge, just likely on Steady Shoot's armor there. I will not be the one to get in the middle of the main stitches decisions there. Yes, I will not be in trouble for this again. And he smiles.
You've been incredibly helpful.
Well, you know.
Little Sphinx inclines her head. Does this happen a lot?
This with multiple ponies? Not a lot. Not in a group.
You getting in trouble.
Oh, me getting in trouble. Well, he kind of snickers a little bit. I am a bannerman. And he kind of like looks left and right like a little. And quite frankly, between you and me, sometimes it is quite funny to see Sheila get all in a huff. And he snickers to himself a little bit. He seems rather unprofessional.
Valk gives a nod. All right, now where do we find that person?
He had pointed toward the temple originally when you had asked him.
And we must go to the temple.
To the temple you
Alright.
go.
Orion's gonna jump up on the back of Steady Shoot, and he's gonna look left, he's gonna look right, and then he's gonna get a mischievous smile on his face. Right as they leave, he's gonna break open a smoke stick, and he's just gonna drop that to the ground as we walk off.
You break open a smoke stick, which spreads smoke. Make the guard cough. And you kind of shout your way. There will be none of that in the city, do you understand?
What? Can't hear you, we're leaving.
And you keep leaving, it shouts it again. Look at you guys go. I take it you're just kind of going through the town directly to the temple, yep.
Yes.
We don't have a specific reason to detour.
Ah,
So, yep, straight there, straight shot.
fair enough.
And,
As you guys make your way through Lirbos, you notice that a lot of the residents, as you kind of go by, will always lift their paws and kind of press on their necklaces to their chest a little bit, kind of looking at you guys with all your many ponies. They kind of squint in your direction somewhat suspiciously as they do, but none of them really step forward or say anything. They are just kind of like more looking at the ponies of the group that they can see realistically.
Are they clutching at symbols of Soft Whisper?
They are clutching at the necklaces that are around there. They're not really clutching at them, like I said, they're kind of pressing them to their chest lightly.
Okay.
And other than that, as you guys kind of reach the temple itself, there's kind of a wall around it, but it does seem to be open. There's nothing really stopping you guys from going in. And if you guys want, I technically have a map for you as well. Look at that. Oh no. I'll get you guys on here. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Alright, we need Anseal, we need Ryan, we need Little Spout, Star Dancer, and Steady Shoot, who should be big. I don't know why you're not big. Hold on. You did not mark yourself as large on your sheet here. Ancestry. It says your size large. It's okay. I'll make sure that you're large, Steady Shoot. Let's see. Ratio. Oh, no, I could just say 1 and then say 2 to 2. 2. Not 21. That would be bad. 2. Bonk. Steady Shoot. The doors themselves seem pretty tightly shut. Alright.
Knock, knock.
You go to knock. Are you just going up to the doors to knock? You're over here, by the way.
I'm still looking at a gray screen. I'm gonna refresh. Oh wait, nope, it's at 50%.
Yep. It should be loaded in for everybody.
I see things.
Yay,
I
look
see
at that.
them with my eyes.
Where'd you go? They're down here. The door's over here. Oh, wow.
Huh. I didn't even know that was a button, but I found a button, guys. That makes the image of my character get really big.
I'm currently not seeing any icons, just white and black canvas.
White and black canvas. I'm not sure about that one. Gee.
Yeah, mine's just plain white.
Looks good on mine.
Global illumination. I'll make sure that you guys have global illumination. Alright. There we go. Should be seeing something over here. You guys all have vision. Has vision. Yep. Alright. Well, regardless, I heard that you are going to knock.
Yes.
Alright, well, I'll move you here. Keep trying to refresh to see if you get that fixed up. Because you should have
Refreshing it fixed it for me.
Okay, refreshing.
Refreshing fixes everything.
Do 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 do.
and knocking, you don't hear a response immediately.
Oh, there we are. Oh, we got music now too. I can hear it. Okay, yeah, this looks much better. Knocking on the door does nothing. Does the wall clear over the top of the door?
Yes, this is kind of like a little archway into the door itself. Which, as you like knocked it, didn't seem like it was entirely locked. It's kind of those like entry doors that you just kind of swing open, double type.
Orion's going to sniff the door to see if he can pick up traces of Ring Dancer if she's been here.
You sniff,
Meanwhile, Little Spout just pushes.
push. Give me that perception check, you.
Yep.
You smell not the danciest of rings.
Ryan looks to Little Sphinx. I was smelling that.
Picking up the smell from a distance.
Okay. Walking inside, don't see anyone right away. The architecture looks nice.
Yeah, it's pretty pillared, everything like that. I noticed you still have a status effect on yourself for clumsy.
Oh, I'll remove that.
Wait, are you an oversized barbarian?
No, that spell wore off.
Oh, no, I meant the type of barbarian. No, you're a natural barbarian. Never mind.
Bonk.
That would not be why you would need to be clumsy.
Alright, and there's a second door, but this one seems more firmly in place. There's an actual lock above this one.
Knock, knock.
There's some brief, whatever sounds, probably prayer on the other side that stop for a moment, and then continue on after your knock.
Little Sphinx calls out, I have so many ponies. They're for you.
You hear kind of an exasperated ugh come from the other side of the door, and then the door opens. What presents to you right here is a Sphinx, clad in the fullest of plated armor, definitely decked out in many holy symbols. She herself has a necklace as well. Two rather cloistered looking clerics, one a Persian, one a Sphinx, are behind her. This one, who kind of like looks down, and actually let me just double check my notes here. She kind of looks down, squints a little bit. We are in the middle of a prayer success. This better be important. And she looks up and she sees all of your ponies.
Well, I hope you were praying for slaves because we have a delivery.
And she puts a paw up to her temple, and she starts rubbing it very, very lightly. This is the 6th time this month. The 6th time.
6 times.
The 6th
Wow.
time. Also,
That's a lot.
sorry, not a Sphinx. My notes say Persian. There we go. Proper Persian.
Oh, kitty cat.
Hey, look at that. Ha ha ha.
The Little Spout inclines her head. That's 6 times you've gotten a great big load of ponies.
This is the 6th time he has sent somebody down my way because he cannot deal with the fact that they like slaves up in Wati, and quite frankly, I am starting to get very annoyed at that mean Stitch. What does he expect me to do with all of these? Just put them into the city? And she kind of rolls her eyes. They will never like that, and quite frankly, lots of them like to cause problems.
The Spout places her paws together. Oh, that sounds really rough. But either way, here you go.
And she's like looking.
Like, this is officially not her problem.
Yeah, she's giving you that like deadpan, like really sort of look. And she kind of adjusts a little bit. Along with her like kind of like religious regalia, I will also note she too has a badge that looks very similar to the one from the guard that you had saw at the start of the
Before
camp.
we proceed, you probably should make sure you are Sheila, right?
And she blinks down. Yes, I am Mean Stitch Sheila. This is correct.
Fantastic! We found the right place. So
This is not the right place to deal with your slave problem. And quite frankly, and she turns
Oh
around.
no, it's not my slave problem anymore. Bye.
And
Yeah, see, these are slaves from Shin down in Wati, and they're his problem, but we were told to bring them to you.
but this is a holy place. You do not bring them on the grounds and simply leave them here. Quite frankly, she says as she looks back to the Sphinxes, I am sorry, my fathers. This is not This is unbecoming of a follower of Soft Whisper, and I will get it dealt with immediately. And she looks toward you, Orion, and she kind of puts her arm around you, and she starts just like tugging you with her.
Ow, ow, ow! It's sensitive there.
Yeah, get it out, and she's kind of like trying to shuffle, like she's using you and the paw that she has around you, like to like net all of them into backing up again.
Little Spot was already leaving.
Ni-
We've done our job. La 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 la.
And then you also get you're also getting shuffled along. Anziel, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. She's big and imposing. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. And yep, Star Dancer gets netted too. Look at that. And then she just kind of she closes this door behind her. Is this really how you act around temples?
I don't get out much, but I can't speak for everyone else.
She kind of gives like a little bit of she gives a little bit of a temple rub again. And she looks up and she sees Steady Shoot, who has that little Bannerman symbol of his own. Oh, finally somebody with common sense. Please tell me you are from Amden in Bleakburn or something, and you are not one of those numpties from probably down the west.
Rad.
Oh no, did Rad leave us? Rad isn't here.
Radidical, no.
Did he ever actually come in?
He was. I thought he was in here. He was talking earlier.
Oh
wasn't
wait, yeah, no, he got distracted by Covidius. Remember?
he? Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh. So he's not going to join us at
You're just
all?
stuck here.
I don't know.
Well, I had added him. If he's gonna join, he can. But right now, she kind of like. I mean, it's still perfectly somewhat in character for Rad, for Steady Shoot to just be quiet in the situation, and she kind of. Oh boy.
Little Spot will wave. Well, I do wish you the best of luck.
Little Sphinx, you'll come back here right now.
Didn't we need to talk to her about the other one?
What other one?
Ring Dancer. Yeah, we were
if you
following
found
up.
a pink pony, then we'll take that one out of your hands.
Yeah, is there a pink pony here?
There is no pink ponies in a church of Soft Whisper. She says to you, almost looking slightly offended. She is looking very offended, actually.
Well, we can't help with that then.
I will note, just as a point that didn't come up in your synopsis, by the way, that the main Stitch Shen asked you to do this, and then also she was here to help you become a Bannerman and had sent a little note her way. And at this, yes, and at this point, she's kind of like looking between. Yeah, you guys. He said, remember, talk to Sela, and she'll get you hooked up.
I did remember that was the thing we wanted to do.
I think Steady Shoe was wanting to like rework with the Bannermains again. Did the rest of us want to do that?
Steady Shoot is a Bannerman.
Right.
Yep. Well, it was
So he
Steady,
was like-
it was Steady shooting you guys in the room, and remember he soundproofed it all, and he said if you can take it there, that'd be great. And also, because you guys asked what it takes to be a Bannerman, he said he can't bring on any in his own division right now, especially here in Watsy with some ponies and things like that. But if you go down to Sela, I can let her know that you're coming, and she can probably take you on.
I mean, Little Spot has a lot of reasons to not really want to be involved with anything in this area.
Fair enough.
Because, I mean, this is literally where her parents were enslaved.
Well, that's no reason to not have a good time while you're here.
Oh, sure. Let's get a drink away from this temple. Goodbye.
Little Sphinx, you're being very rude. These are holy temple grounds, and we need to show the utmost respect to our host.
She raises an eyebrow at you.
Look, I owe my fealty to exactly one god, and that god's not here.
Nah, it's better not to be here, she says somewhat under her breath. Orion, you
Well, we still need to follow up with her for Ring Dancer's sake, because if you remember,
Not here.
Ring Dancer and Cassiopeia were following up with the Soft Whisper priest in Wati, and she was coming down the river in this direction. So if she's not here, she might be on her way.
Good luck with that.
Wait, haven't you lot been like biting my head off every single day because I'm not taking this seriously enough?
What do you mean? I have a very specific quest. It doesn't involve that, actually.
Oh. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, if you're comfortable with Cassiopeia living in Ring Dancer, I think we can work something out.
Hey, if we find them, we're gonna crack some heads together. It's gonna be great. On the other hand, we have several people trapped in hell.
Oh yeah. Hey, real quick, do you have anybody who needs heads cracked open?
Are you looking at Sela?
Little
Looking at
Sphinx.
Sela.
First off, I have no idea what this whole exchange was in the first place. I heard something about somebody's body and a takeover and hell, and quite frankly, it is very, very making me angry, and I would wish you to be more direct if you are going to ask me something with more context. Please.
Jeez, I thought paladins were patient. Gosh.
If you're confused, don't
You
worry.
are
She-
not try
she-
anyone's patience.
She at this she kind of just like she like unsheathes what looks to be a pickaxe. She kind of thunks onto the ground a little bit, like kind of impatiently.
Oh, fantastic. You can get the slaves right back to work. Jen will be very pleased with the progress you've made.
Get back over there and explain everything properly.
Me? Okay.
Yes.
And Sela is looking over at you, Star Dancer. No. If somebody is going to explain something to me, it is either going to be him. She points toward Anseal. You. She points towards you, Star Dancer, or him, and she points toward the big one. Because quite frankly, any more talking to this one, and I cannot guarantee that they will remain, their head will remain not a good spot to place a new unicorn horn.
Ooh, that sounds serious. I better move. He jumps up and sits on top of Steady Shoot. So like I was saying,
I don't see the problem here. Explain.
yeah, we went over it quickly in a quick synopsis, but we pretty much got to the point. You see, these slaves were mining up north in Wati. There's a giant golem up there that forced them out. And since there's not a safe place for them to stay up there because the slaves are not welcome in Wati, we were ordered by Shin to bring them down here. And ultimately with you. As far as the pink pony we're referring to, my wife has taken possession of her body, and I've learned that her being undead and a worshiper of Soft Whisper has not set well with her soul. So I'm trying to follow up with her so that she can, I don't know, work something out. But she's currently in possession of a pony named Ring Dancer, and we're trying to find a way to separate the two of them before things get worse.
And she seems to stop grinding her teeth for just a moment, and she's kind of listening, and she sits as she does so, trying to remain polite. I appreciate the proper explanation of the issue now. Thank you, she says, like almost painfully, like she's trying to keep her patience. And she takes a deep breath. So what I am to understand is that your wife, or rather this soul, needs to be killed, yes? We need to properly send it on its way to Soft Whisper, because clearly it is disturbed.
No, we don't want to kill her.
I'm fine with that.
Please.
Little Sphinx is like softly nodding.
I don't want her to die. We suffered enough through that already.
Technically, she's already dead.
If you are thinking that we are going to resurrect your wife, who is clearly not has the other pony's best interest at heart, this will not be so. Not in this temple. If you wish to take it to somebody like that, Amden, you are more than free to. I am sure that he will be very goody two-shoes to you, won't he? And she says,
Look, I'm not here for Bannermane's politics. I want to help my wife, and I haven't for many years. I don't understand her religion. I don't understand what Soft Whisper is. I just know she's in a lot of pain, and I need to make things right.
And to this she stands, and she summons her noblest look. Well, if it is more about Soft Whisper that you need to know, you have certainly come to the right place. And she smiles, somewhat, a little bit nicerly than she has been looking, and kind of looks off behind where little Sphinx is right now. First off, if she was truly a follower of Soft Whisper, she would have had some sort of necklace about her, something like that. If she had any lineage to her name, much like this, and she shows off her own. Secondly, it is if she was uncompleted in her goals in life that she would stay behind. It is most definitely troubling that she is still here, as our Soft Whisper is one of the carriages that takes us to the next life, which she has not seemed to have gotten to yet. She seems to be trying to hang on to this one for whatever reason, by the sounds.
I'm pretty sure she became a lich on purpose.
And
Yes.
she kind of like has to take another deep breath. A lich, you say? A lich, you say? And they want me to save this one. She kind of like paces like up and down, paces.
Star points at Orion.
Flicking your tail, flicking your tail.
Just him.
And she looks towards you. Listen, if you are going to be asking me for help, I will be telling you how you are to deal with the problem. Do you understand me? And you will not like the outcome by the sounds of it.
I need to talk to her. I don't know where she is.
If you are to talk to her, you are to go there yourself, yes?
Yes.
So go on find her.
Okay.
And she looks like she's like reached like her own patient limit right here, wanting to save liches and that kind of thing. She looks pretty huffy about all that.
Yeah, how do you think we feel?
Being has reached maximum level.
Remind, Shen did tell you that this was a paladin.
Yes, we do know.
Okay.
Orion is the only one here that has any other interest in anything other than let's get rid of this spirit and send it where it's supposed to be going.
All right. Well, out of character, he's coming around to that. He's learning about Soft Whisper and, passing on and, finishing up your work and stuff like that. He's learning that as he goes.
Yay!
Character
Sphinx
development.
puts her head and leans in. Besides, after we put her to rest, then you can consider, other things. I mean, you could even reach out and whisper to her spirit and questions and figure out why she thinks the things that she thinks.
Small person over there, probably not the best time.
Boop, hi friends I haven't talked to in a while. Just
Howdy.
real quick, DM, letting you know that
Yes,
supper is done.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
What's
Yes. Anyway, have fun, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
that? I don't know what's done.
Although, yes, go cultivate friendships. This will help immensely.
Yay, friendships. Speaking of friendships, we should really rescue our friends. They're burning in hell.
Yep.
Well,
This would be a good thing too.
you have a lot of slaves behind you that Sela certainly said that she is not going to allow on holy grounds.
Well, we did deliver them to her. She can direct them where they need to go, I suppose.
Are you going to try to convince her to do that?
Uh,
I mean,
Well,
Little Smile
honestly,
literally just did, because you just said that they are being left there for her to deal with. And
Yes.
she's leaving.
And then she told you, "Slow down, you little sphinx, and get back here," to call you
Yeah.
back. Whether or
I
not
mean,
you
good,
came back.
good luck.
Yeah, and she's off. Well, I have your guess. And I mean, yeah, she's kind of like looking at you. So, what are you going to do with these? I take it you will go get them rooms at the tavern or something, or some odd thing. They are not to stay here within the walls of this temple.
well,
Sounds like a new problem.
yeah, I'm with Little Sphinx on this one. We were just ordered to deliver them to you, so our job is done.
Well, you're free to give me a diplomacy roll, Orion.
Oh, Brian is great at those. Watch this.
Alright, let's see it.
There's no way this can go wrong.
I'm gonna reveal this because it's really funny.
Here it comes.
Oh no! Wait, you tried to lie?
No. Oh, that was deception. I have the same modifier for diplomacy, so I
It
wouldn't have.
really
Don't
doesn't.
fit,
Oh.
yeah.
Well, there you go.
And she looks to you, and she still has her pick on the ground, and she kind of just like hefts it up to her shoulders a little bit, and she can just start scratching her temple. Look, I am trying to be very nice to you right now, because Soft Whisper help me. I do not want to make a mess in this temple in front of the two priests that are behind me. Please, take them off of the Holy Land before I make you part of the Holy Land. Do you understand me?
There is a jet of flames from above as Little Spout like descends from above. Are we still talking? And she looks over.
Yeah.
Look, if you're not going to take the slaves, just tell us where to drop them off. Because that's our job. Drop off these pets.
And she kind of like...
We're not here to take care of them. We're not here to relocate them. We're just here to give them to somebody. So tell us who to give them to.
And she kind of thinks a little bit. Thinks. Just take
I'm
them
all for
to...
just freeing them, but that would cause more problems than you want.
Yes,
So
please do not do that. Take them to... And she kind of thinks a little bit. Take them to the Bannerman's HQ. That is the guard station that is on the northern side of town. I'm sure you might have seen
We
it.
have a new job. Bye!
And she's off again.
I mean, yeah, I guess we might as well go.
Thank you.
Right.
She
Are
says.
we going back north then?
apparently.
Just the HQ in the city, I assume.
Yeah, she's told you to take them to the guard station, which is apparently the Bannerman's HQ for this city.
Da, 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 which
We're
is
looking for-
totally okay in Little Spout's book.
What's that, Orion?
Rumble Fox's HQ. That's where we're going.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, wrong one.
Let's go to the Rumble Fox.
Well, this doesn't say the Rumble Fox on it. This says it's just a guard station. But it does have that symbol on it. However, now that you mention it, as you are going past, going upwards toward that one, on this Coliseum here, you do see a lot of different like old advertisements, things that are still like tacked onto the side of the brick and things like that for showings of the Rumble Foxes. Oh man. Who, as you see the very nicely painted pictures and things like that, seems to be depictions of, you just saw her, Sela, and a couple others that seem to be fighting dinosaurs. It's pretty metal.
Nice. Are any of the dinosaurs wearing football helmets?
Unfortunately not. I don't think
Boo.
football exists in Estion. I just wish to point that out since you'd mentioned it. And as you get to the guard station, that one guard that you had mentioned, you had met at the earlier, seems to be rounding the corner and getting back into the station. He kind of sees you again. Oh, you are
Hello.
back. How was your funny looks? I am guessing. And he smiles.
Sela
Oh,
is
she said to drop them off here. I guess she'll pick them up later. Whatever, not our problem.
Oh, what does she expect us to put them now? And she kind of thinks a little bit. This is a guard station. And he kind of thinks. Alright, but they will be staying in the cells for the time. Do explain to them, he says to you, as if expecting them not to understand basic Sphinx, that they are not under arrest or anything. They are just here to rest, and we will be sure to feed them
Oh,
and things.
in fact, they'll probably be happy to not have to keep walking through this town. Little Sphinx goes over to tell the ponies. Hey guys!
They kind of wave.
I found you a nice place to rest. It has bars on it, but that's just until they figure out a better place for you. Don't worry, you're not bad ponies.
And one of them kind of raises their hand. I would love to be under arrest. My feet are killing me, and quite frankly, I can use with a rest.
Yes, exactly. You're going to go have a rest, but you're not under arrest. See, there's a difference.
They kind of talk amongst themselves as if, oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So go on in, get a cell, get comfy, be nice, and they'll find a better place for you guys to be once they, figure things out for themselves. You know how it is.
And the other Bannerman / guard hears you tell them all this and kind of nods, and he holds up a paw. Follow me, follow me, follow me, he says kind of jauntily. He starts entering.
Little Spout feels accomplished and good. She did it.
You did it! And all of them are shuffling into the building.
And now Little Spout looks at everybody else. All right, now the job is definitely done.
Right. So your family's in hell.
Huh?
Did you have any leads on how to get there?
Well, I mean, I guess he is family now, she says, like tilting her head. I mean, husband to be, that's family, right?
Oh, you hadn't married yet.
No, and that really bothers me.
Yeah. Well, I say husband to be is close enough to family. The intent was there.
There you go.
Are they dead in hell or just dragged to hell?
More the second one there.
Okay.
And they weren't the only one. We need to rescue them.
Yep. Very, very upset about that.
That's the only reason we're on this side of the world.
Well, since we're here, how did you intend to get to hell from here?
Deep sigh. Well,
Well,
you
first of all,
know,
we probably need the whatever prison apparatus that they're using.
that would help.
What is this prism apparatus?
Don't know.
But
You know, they were able to drag some people's souls to hell from the opposite side of the entire world. So we assume that they have something.
Oh.
Little Sphinx shall point at our wizardly friend. Actually, we've been through so much. Can we just literally go to hell ourselves?
Wizard?
One sec.
I like to imagine the wizard pulls out their spellbook. 1 second. Flip.
Okay, no, actually, I need to go. Where is... I would just go get plane shift, except I have no idea how that works in 2nd edition, so... Where the heck is the book?
Plane shift. I found it. Oh, it is uncommon though, so it's up to the GM whether or not you could actually, find it in any given place. But it is a. Oh wow. Okay, so it's a conjuration spell that belongs to all of the traditions. All of
I
them.
mean, yeah, because everyone just kind of...
Everyone
Everyone needs a way back.
Yes, it's useful. But it would be up to the GM if it's actually available or not.
That is something you certainly will have to find.
Yeah.
Plane shifting is not a easy thing. Actually, well, the other question is do you cast 7th level spells yet? Well,
Yes.
you do cast it. Okay, so this is a 7th level spell. That's all
Because
that.
we just leveled up or whatever, I think.
No.
No.
Well, we're 13, right? Yeah, that'd be 7.
Oh, no, yeah, that's right. I couldn't cast level 7 spells before because Sorcerer and Arcanist are 1 level behind Wizard.
Yep,
in Pathfinder 1E.
they fixed that. Hooray!
Okay. So is it a simple matter of casting a spell, or do we need more precise coordinates? 'Cause I imagine hell is a very big place.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. We'd need to know where they are.
Yeah, you appear 1d20 times 25 miles. In the last place, one of the targets, your choice, was located the last time the target traveled to the plane. Which, if it's the first time you ever went there, for all the people involved, you appear in just a random place.
Can you give me a can you give me a knowledge arcana or your lore skill start answer actually?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Also need a tuning fork.
Yeah.
I have those kinds of skills. I'm gonna arcane the hell out of you.
Alright, here come the rolls. Alright, with your arcana, start answer, you, I'm gonna give you this information because I mean, like, this is literally what you do for a study. Teleportation spells of, like, this miter, or just, like, the normal ones and things like that, are, really only done with an extra special component. This is more of just like the DM's thing. It's not really in Pathfinder 2, but a lot of those really big teleportation spells and things do need an extra component to be able to actually properly function. That being a little bit of Aetherstone, depending on how many and how big of an area you plan to send to, which is why I believe he had mentioned that they were needing that for teleportation circles up in Wati.
There you go. I will point out plane shift actually does have a specific material component.
Yeah, so
Anyway.
he's saying not only do we need a tuning fork for material from the plane we want to go to, we also need a whole bunch of this Aetherstone stuff.
Oh no!
Depends on how many you plan to take there, and if whether or not you want to make the installation in which you are teleporting to the place permanent or not. Obviously, the more you want to tack onto it, the more it will cost.
The horrors are real.
Yeah, but that is the
Alright, so
that
it
is
sounds like the next
We
place
don't care
we
about
go
making
to
a
is
permanent
Magic
portal to
Valley.
hell.
that is
Just want to go there and come back.
that is the same stone that you had seen in that cave, by the way, that you'd studied
Look,
up on.
all I'm saying
Yep,
is this
that the
campaign
golems
is
wouldn't
literally-
let us have anything of, so yeah, whatever.
this campaign is literally called To Hell and Back, so let's get to it. Do it! But it sounds like our next destination needs to be like a magic school.
Oh, you mean the one that we ran away from?
Yeah, that one.
Weren't we coming down here to teach these people a lesson and get things from them to figure out where the heck we're supposed to be going in the first place so that we could get people back?
Thanks, tilt her head left, tilt her head right. Okay, who are we supposed to go to again?
The people who stole their souls?
Uh-huh. Who are they?
Seriously?
I believe Anziel has told you the name, question mark.
Are they even on the material plane? Could we find them here?
Pretty sure this. What?
Anziel?
What?
I think he's gone AFK on us. Anziel?
Oh.
Yeah, I'll add him. But he has told you the name of the family, which is the Azars, by the way.
What is it called?
They are called the Azars, and they're pretty much the one that are causing a lot of problems for you guys along this whole way.
Okay, do we know where they
For
are?
literally bullshit, no reason.
That's the best
Oh,
kind of reason.
their person ran away and then didn't come back and then decided to switch out with this other person that was like in their hell prison instead of, coming back and doing what they said. So they're going to do bullshit to other people that were unrelated for no reason. But, whatever. That's the campaign.
I mean, if they're demons, makes perfect sense.
Well,
Because
they were
demons are jerks.
Isdel's family or whatever, so I doubt that they're actually demons.
Look, it just sounds like they're going to become demons later.
I mean, that just solves a whole bunch of moral dilemmas, so...
I was gonna say, Anziel, I would figure would probably
So,
laugh
do
the
we
fact
know
of
where they
calling his
are?
family demons. That I'm not sure if Anziel had told you or not. I know he mentioned that they're in the southern continent. Pretty much be like, if you're following that train of where you were going, you'd end up in the area of, like, Wallowdale, Crest Hill, all that. We go back to the map here. Down here in this area. Woohoo.
Okay, well, then we need to start moving towards Dakalai.
All roads lead to Dakalai.
I mean, that's where we've been going this entire time.
Okay, well, Dakalai would probably be the place we want to look if we wanted to try teleporting to hell anyway, so let's just keep going.
Okay.
But these teleportations need Aetherstone, right?
Which they probably have in Dakalai.
Or, they probably have a whole
City.
bunch in the Azar's house that we're going to demolish, so, yeah.
One way or the other, it sounds like Dakalai is the place to go. Good. It's a nice place, I hear.
You can feel free
Well,
to give me a society roll if you want to know more about Takalai.
Hey! I'm gonna click things. I'm clicking so many things.
I'll roll
Oh
2.
wow, society is a thing I don't know. I'm not going to just take random guesses about that city. Because that would be the equivalent of what would have happened if I clicked that.
Orion, you gather information on Dakalai, namely that, in comparison to real world, Dakalai is the Las Vegas of Estion. There's lots of gambling, there's lots of shady stuff, and most of all, there's lots of money to be passed around by all the creatures that like to go there for their vacation suite.
I mean, that sounds way more fun than Slave Town. Let's go.
Yep.
And Orion looks around back toward the temple, but if we leave, we'll probably leave Ring Dancer and Cassiopeia behind.
What's her head? Did you have a better idea?
Well, I understand it's important to get your family back, and I'm willing to help. Are we sure it's okay?
No, really. I'm asking, do you have a better idea? Like, do you have an idea of how to progress with that?
No, I'm a bit lost.
Lifts her shoulders. Well, I mean, it's not that I don't want to help, but we can't just. I don't know. She flails her fake paws. Just. Yeah.
Oh, and Anseel's back. I saw their message. If you guys were gonna
Yeah,
ask.
sorry, my browser like completely crashed and a bunch of stuff started freaking out.
Oh,
They were
no.
asking about
Welcome
the
back.
Azars and a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, you mean the assholes? Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you not to use it.
The assholes that stole the souls of unrelated people just because they happen to be near the area. Yeah, those assholes.
Well, they have a lot of money. They are one of the more powerful families in the region.
Look, we already said that they're assholes. You don't have to go into details.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. They just have a lot of money and power, and yeah, that's pretty much everything about them.
Let's go kick over their bowl of cereal.
Get off
Well, if
my
we-
beach, nerd!
If we're going to be meeting up with the Azars, we're under the assumption that they're going to have the Aether Stone with them. Should we try to secure some for ourselves, or just head straight
Of
there?
course.
Well, let's go to Dakalai and see if they don't have any food.
Okay. So my plan, since this happened, has been to level their house and loot everything. So,
Okay, see, I agree with
and I'm
that
not
plan.
normally the type of person that wants to do these kind of things. And I will kill as many of them as I can in the meantime. So, let's go.
Wow. Unwanted
Well, it's
destruction?
not. I am totally okay with this plan. This is a good plan. We should do that.
Can I keep some samples of them after we're done?
Oh, yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, okay. Let's go. Ring Dancer,
Yeah,
Cassiopeia, if you can hear
all
it.
the evil things you out of character, all the evil things you want to do, this is totally okay to do to them.
Oh, fantastic.
So,
Well, Orion's going to yell out at the city in general. Cassiopeia, we have to leave. We're going to Dakalai and then to hell. See you there.
A very,
I'm not sure if you want to meet up with her or not.
a very angry-looking old sphinx pokes her head out of the second floor window. Ah! You back yet from the store? And she's shouting out. She doesn't seem to have her glasses yet.
I answer back to her in Sphinx. Yes.
Ah! She closes the window. It's a very short
Fine.
interaction.
Okay.
And yet, we still feel like we learned something.
All right. So if we're going to Dakalai, let's go to Dakalai.
Are we gonna follow the road?
Ryan,
Or are we just going to be, podcast adventurers and just go straight there?
oh, I cut a straight line?
Yes.
Oh, that would give me a chance to use some survival skills.
Bam! Just right like that.
Yeah. Who needs roads? Roads are for chumps.
Roads are stupid.
I mean, the only reason we're not flying there is because not everyone can fly. So,
I can fly. Whee! But don't ask me to carry anybody. Oh my god.
All right. Little Sphinx.
Hi.
How exactly does your cauldron work? How much food do you need to feed everyone?
She tilts her head. I don't need any. He
Like,
makes food. That's the point.
I mean, can I like give you some loaves and fish and you Jesus everyone a meal?
She tilts her head a little bit. Yeah, I just said I don't need anything. I just need the cauldron. I put down the cauldron, and I start stirring like I was cooking something. And bam! A bunch of vegetable stew.
Oh, neat. Okay. All right, we got food, water.
8 ponies worth.
Who can create water? Or do we need
12
to
ponies worth.
Who
I
can
can. She raises her hand. Whoop. I'm practically made of water.
Is it drinkable?
This
She scowls.
used to be a thing I could do, but I can't do that anymore.
Well, it's a first level spell now.
Literally doesn't matter.
All right, we have food, we have water, we have the means to defend ourselves, and we have motivation. Let's go
I
to
can create
Dakwai.
food. I cannot create water.
But yes, she can
Oh,
create
wait,
4
no,
gallons of
purified
water a
food
day.
to drink.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
purified. Okay. But create water is a first level conjuration.
So is everybody
That is
cool with
not
this?
on the arcane list.
Is everybody cool with this? We just cut a straight line through the desert and go to Dakwai? Because I can dig it.
I mean, it would save out on
Create
not
water
getting
is arcane.
embroiled in other people's problems.
Just to know, create water is arcane and divine and primal. It's everything except occult.
Huh, they changed that then.
Hooray! So
I'll have
yes,
to get that one.
I mean, shoot, you could literally just ask Little Sphinx because she has it in her spell book. Ding.
Oh yeah, you apparently have a spell book now. I still have to pay money to put it into my spell book.
You do have to spend money, but we're leaving the town. You literally could buy the supplies.
Yeah,
to
how
fight
much
it.
money is it for a first level spell again?
1 second.
Yeah.
Learn a spell. Now we're talking. There it is. First level, it's all at 2 gold.
Okay, I can
I'm
afford
sure
that.
we're mostly done.
And the
Hi.
DC is 15. I
Ready.
believe
Sorry.
you have enough that you could roll up 1 and still succeed.
Well,
Also,
Radical,
hi.
we got a big decision that we're working out right now. We delivered the slaves, but we decided to not pursue the ring dancer Cassiopeia plot point at this time. We're going to
Really?
cut straight to Dakalai to meet up with the Azers and bring hell to their doorstep, and then figure out a way to get to hell ourselves.
And rescue our friends.
Okay.
You know, if we send them to
Basically-
hell, maybe we can follow quickly behind them.
Yeah, basically we can go do our primary thing that we've been trying to do for months and months and months, or we can spend the another months and months and months running from town to town after this one person that we really want to save, but is making it extremely hard on us.
Hmm. I mean,
It's basically
Yeah,
main
that's
quest
definitely
or
something
side
that,
quest.
it's definitely something that he would be, like, he'd be divided on, but, there's the thing.
Husband is literally burning in hell.
Yeah.
Also, do we ever
So,
got to go with hell or the
are we
abyss?
not in, like, is the session not up, I guess? Looks like it's the other session.
Nope. You guys had got to Lurbos. They talked to Sela, who is the main stitch of
Yeah,
Please,
I
yeah.
remember her.
also the guard captain.
Mhm.
You guys pretty
Yes.
much like dropped off. Like this is where you guys are right now, is in front of the guard station while he's just hustling all the slaves into the guard station right now.
Right.
It's pretty much where you're at right now.
Okay.
I pinged you.
Yes, now I can get in here. Okay, good. So this
Okay.
was
Whenever we have the downtime, I have the spend the materials, copy create water into my spellbook because I literally can't fail it.
I mean, and you know, it only takes you an hour it's hours per
Yeah.
level. So scribble, 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 bing! You got it.
I'd imagine you guys can use the rest of this day because you've already used half the day to get to Lirbos to do any preparations or anything you need for the desert.
Where's the
Water spell, gas.
feats?
This
Apparently
town,
they did something and a bunch of my stuff changed. Okay.
You talk about feats? Because, yeah, they changed.
yeah.
Yeah, apparently now I have slots and everything's just in bonus feats.
It's a little bit easier than you think to just put them back. You just kind of have to drag them to the right levels. I recommend I recommend making sure that you just click and drag from the compendium your class into
don't remember which one goes where.
I can help you out with this after the session, but yeah, I can help you figure out how to sort that all out. It's easier than it looks. They just kind of like showed you what level you get it, which I actually kind of approve of because I always had to write that stuff down in private notes.
Like that would have made perfect sense. It's just that we're coming into it halfway and we're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
All right. GM, since we're here in a town, Ryan is going to buy up the raw materials necessary to craft different series of bombs and elixirs. So I'm going
lucky you, there is a very nice alchemy shop specifically in this town.
Fantastic.
Yeah, which is apparently a very big sponsor of the Rumble Foxes, as a side note.
Nice. And now that Radical is here to play Steady Shoot, he could probably flash his badge and get me a nice discount, couldn't you? You're a great pal. Thanks for chipping in.
Thanks for helping.
Enabling.
I forgot what you're doing.
Hey, don't worry about it. A little nepotism never hurt anyone.
No.
So
Okay.
I have a quick question that may not have an actual answer. So magical shorthand says I take 10 minutes per spell level instead of an hour per spell level at expert. And where's the other spellbook prodigy says I take half the time it normally takes.
So 5 minutes. Bing, done.
Okay, they do stack. That's my question.
Well,
So-
it's more. They don't cover that. I'm just gonna use common sense.
That's what I'm.
You know that
Okay.
scene from Sherlock where like he's got that like a mind palace thing going on. He's got all the screens around him and stuff like that.
I just like to point out that if I hit legendary spellcasting, it will take me 30 seconds per spell level to copy a spell.
That's funny.
Oh, God, fine.
That's pretty great.
The crafting cost is it half or third of the store-bought item?
You pay half up front, then pay the other half if you stop at the minimum amount of time, which especially lets you buy not at the store.
So there's no discount to crafting your own items. I still pay full price. I
There's
just
never a discount, but you can earn your money towards the item if you just keep crafting, just keep working on it, and then you can get it down to half price by essentially earning that money. But basically, crafting is not a way to save money. Let's just put that out of your mind.
Okay.
It's not a thing.
All right. In that case, I'll. Yeah, I still want to craft stuff because it's fun.
I mean, you could get items without being in town. That's really apparently the literally only usefulness of it in PF2.
That can also be a big deal if it's, let's say, an uncommon or rare item that you happen to have the recipe for that you can't buy because it doesn't exist on the market.
Right. And the only thing that plucks my feathers right now is I can craft up to level 10 items, and a lot of the greater level alchemist bombs are level 11. The moderate ones are the ones I can craft they're level.
What says you can only craft up to level 10 items?
It's an archetype, so I'm a barbarian.
Make sure that it says you can only craft as opposed to like the quick crafting thing, which I think is what you're looking at, is the quick crafting thing. If you're crafting it slowly, the only limit is your level.
I'm pulling from memory here, but being on Hero Lab Online where we built Orion together,
Yes.
I looked into that, and my limit on the level I can craft alchemy items at was level 10.
Yeah, but that's for the freebies you get every day.
Oh, I just get freebies.
You get
that's
freebies.
okay.
They're
That's
great.
essentially what I was going to be shopping for, was the raw crafting material for the freebies that I get daily.
Oh no, the freebies are free.
I
Because
just
that's
didn't?
what makes them great.
Oh, well then, what the heck am I shopping for? Pardon
I
my
don't
language.
know.
That's what all this was about. I thought I
you didn't
needed
want to
raw
let
materials to craft.
I don't know.
Ryan learned
Okay.
something about himself today.
But yeah,
Yay.
the freebies are great. They are limited, but there's a reason because they're freaking free.
Right. So there's a set number I can craft per day up to
Yes.
level 10.
Yes, and those you just get them. They're
And-
yours. Enjoy.
And at level 13, I can only craft up to level 10, but all the greater bombs are level 11 and higher. So I think
Right,
level
so those you would have to slow craft. So if you were slow crafting those just so you had them, yeah, you could do that, and they wouldn't be free. Make sense?
that makes sense.
Or you could, just use the free ones because they're free. Yay, free.
Potions.
Alright. Thank
Yes.
you.
Okay, I hope that makes more sense now. Yeah.
Yeah, that eased up a lot of frustration. Thank you.
And it doesn't seem like the game is just trying to mess with you.
Yeah, I think this was a big contention point that they had in the beta test. Was alchemists were really gimped because they had to buy everything, and then they could
Alchemists are
only use
still
so
in a
many
weird place.
potions a day anyway, because that was a thing in beta.
Oh my god, that was terrible.
What was the
Yeah.
thing in beta?
It's okay. They just improved them from
You had
abject
you
garbage.
had a pool
bad.
of you can use this many magical items per day. Healing
Oh.
potions, scrolls, any of that stuff. You could do like 3 per day, and then you're just done.
Well, you're talking about resonance. Yay, resonance.
Aha. Okay.
The good
So-
old days. They're gone.
Infused reagents. I can create infused reagents daily equal to my level plus my intelligence modifier. So that's 13 plus 4 up to 17.
All right, so you
And-
got 17 free potions, man. I think you got 2 each if you're preparing them at the start of the day. So that's a lot of potions, man.
Yep. And
Oh,
they're destroyed after 24 hours, so I have to continually.
It's per the day. Yeah, it's per day.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
It's not just a slowly amassing mountain of stuff. Oh God,
Alchemy.
alchemy.
Now poison.
How about
poison-
poison? I mean,
Okay.
poisons are also alchemies.
They are, but I don't know if they count as my reagents that I get daily.
Yeah, you can make poisons instead.
They are? Okay, cool.
I mean, does it say you can't? What does it say specifically?
Okay, so Poisoner Dedication, which I have, falls under. Oh, yeah, it's got the same rules as regular Alchemy Advanced and Infused Reagents. So poisons act just as other
I
alchemy.
mean, does it say what kind of items you can make? It should say what kind of items.
Just infused reagents. Each day, your daily preparations gain a number of batches of infused reagents equal to your level. So same description.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay, cool. They just get destroyed if I don't use them.
Yes. Every day you get those. That's your thing. And it's just like prepared spells as a wizard. You don't get to keep your prepared spells. Just stack on top of the next prepared spells for the next day, because that would just get out of hand real quick.
All right, so from now on, I will be looking at my list and I will decide 17 items that I want to have prepared for that day.
For the most part, you really probably want to make a nice, steady, okay, this is probably what I have, and like leave yourself like a little pool of, and if I need to pull something out of my butt, here's what I'm going to do.
Right. So like a
Because if you have to re-pick 17 every day, that's going to get out of hand.
I do that with my cleric spells too. I've got my main ones and then I'll flip
No!
them for anything else. Okay, thank you. I am back on track.
All right. Glad I could help. I love
Look
that.
at All
I
right.
laugh
you guys
because
are
I'm amused, not because I hate you.
you guys are in town. I'm sure you guys are probably staying there just to shop and do whatever you need for the day right now. I'll point out
I mean,
seems to be
Little
a
Spout tried to get herself a nice drink with an umbrella in it, preferably colorful.
at the tavern, correct?
I mean, I'm not sure the tavern would offer that kind of like fancy drink.
You never know.
But that's what she wants. She wants like a little fancy martini or something,
Mm.
just to sip from and enjoy the bright colors.
Well, the fanciest place to drink does seem to be that tavern. As tavern
Well, then to the tavern she goes because she wants a brightly colored drink. And mind you, she sits down and she thrusts up her paw to order it, and then her face falls.
Yeah.
Her paw.
The bartend, who is a
The bar
Persian,
top. Oh,
yeah, who is a Persian herself, kind of comes on over and she informs you that I could do the first of that. I could get you the pretty pink drink that you wish, but not the tiny umbrella.
she shakes her head. There's like little tears like starting to form. No, I'm pregnant. I can't drink that.
And to your side, a blue hoof extends its way with a tiny pink umbrella. Here you go.
Aw, you're so nice. She
I-
accepts the umbrella.
And Ivory Drop smiles. No problem.
Then she looks at the bartender. Do you have any fruity drinks that are not alcoholic?
And she thinks to herself, well, that are non-alcoholic and free, I do not think so. Quite frankly,
No, I didn't say anything about free.
no. And then she kind of thinks, sorry, your dialect it confuses me.
Little Spout tilts her head. Oh, well, I travel a lot. I get around.
Ah. And she kind of snickers. You sound like one of those, what is it? Westerners, is what they say.
Oh, how silly. Oh, it must be my worldliness. Anyway, I want a fruity drink. No alcohol. You have one of those.
Give me a diplomacy roll, you.
She's gonna do it. It's gonna be great. Yeah. Oh, I probably shouldn't have made that blind.
Ah.
Oh,
Well, I
Yes.
will reveal it to you. And thinking your big cat eyes, I'm sure, she kind of rolls her eyes. I will get you a small juice, you.
yes. Thank you.
And she does so. She brings you a nice berry juice of some kind. It's really sweet. It's really nice.
She places down a couple of copper. Ding, ding, ding.
I am very much appreciative. And she smiles. Gives you a pat on the head. Pat, pat.
Do you got anything stiff?
And she
For sake of argument, she would probably get a perception check.
okay. What is she percepting against?
Well, I mean, Little Spout is in an illusory disguise. And now she's touching.
Well, she wasn't. Oh, yeah, she's patting, huh? That's true.
Yes.
That is true.
Not touching!
All right.
The DC is pretty high. She probably won't notice, but could happen.
Yup. Let me look up this really quick. I have her thing here somewhere. There it is. All right. And this would be is around here. So
You notice that she's not actually patting Kitty head.
what's your DC?
32.
Negative.
No.
Nope. She does not. And as you asked your
So,
question, Orion.
As far as Kitty's concerned, Kitty
oh,
pats. Kitty
Hold on, David. Hold on. As you asked
It's
your
okay.
as you asked your question, Orion. She kind of thinks a little bit. Well, I mean, it is a tavern. You'd expect me to be able to make plenty of drink. Yes, that is the stiff kind.
And Orion takes out a silver piece and puts it on the counter for her.
All right, now you're gonna have to explain to the DM what stiff means.
Very strong drink.
Ah,
Some that'll put you on the floor.
gotcha. Okay, yep.
You never have any bar etiquette at all. You have no idea what I mean.
I don't go to bars. And she
Yeah, stiff drinks are usually north
And
of
apparently
80
don't watch
proof.
movies
So
where anyone goes to bars either.
I do
Yeah.
not.
we need to get you some more Western movies. But yeah, anything north of 80 proof. So a lot of your whiskeys and your vodkas.
Gotcha. And she brings you forth what looks to be a bottle with a Kieran on the side. This is probably one of the more tasting.
Ooh, what's the dragon pony?
This is a Kieran. And she smiles.
I've never worked on Kieran's before. Is this their blood?
And she smiles and she leans forward and she whispers something into your ear in response to this. That I'll totally whisper to you, yeah. Don't worry about it.
The worst
No, Ryan.
shall intensify.
No, Ryan leans in and he flicks his ear as she gets close.
She teasingly whispers this to you, and then pulls her head back and starts snickering.
Ooh, I'm intrigued. All right, bottoms up. He uncorks the bottle and he takes a big swig.
Drug.
Oh, she didn't hand you the bottle. He was holding the
Oh.
bottle.
He reaches for the bottle.
He pulls the bottle back.
Oh,
How many shots are you asking for? Is the question.
let's try the first one and see where we go from there.
All right then. And she kind of gives a shrug. It just seemed you were so eager to chug more than that at once. And she says as she pulls up a singular shot glass. And pours your shot. Sets down the bottle, pushes the shot towards you. Yep. Give me a fortitude save.
Blind or public?
Oh, you're gonna know if you fail or succeed.
So yeah, saving throws are usually public.
It is certainly a stiff alcohol. Given the fact that you're an alchemist and you routinely take things, it's not really that hard to do it. However, you feel something rather draconian rising up through you in a very flamey, warm sort of way, and push the effect down. It was really
Alright.
weird.
And if I happen to fail a fortitude save because I am legendary and I have Juggernaut, let's see, how does it work? If I fail, it becomes a success, I believe.
One step higher, correct?
I think so.
No, it is not. It's not blanketly one step higher. And which are we talking about? Which?
Legendary and Juggernaut.
Yes. And I'm guessing you do not have that on your sheet because that'd be too easy.
I would like to think it's on the sheet. Well, everything's piled up at the bottom. And yep, it's not there. But I do have Juggernaut.
1 second. I will pull it up and then I'll add it to your sheet because I can. Do you have Juggernaut or Greater Juggernaut?
I think Greater Juggernaut is at level 15, so just Juggernaut for now.
I see Greater Juggernaut is at 13. What?
Oh, well then yes, I do have Greater Juggernaut.
Hooray! I have added it to your. Actually, wait. It probably should be in your class feature. Features. There it is. Look, there it is.
Yay.
So that one is when you roll a critical failure, you get a failure instead. When you roll a failure on a fortitude save that deals damage, you can take half damage. That's not.
Okay, that's still really good.
And you still have regular Juggernaut, I imagine. There we go. I found it. I will drag that on there. Whoop, boom. There, look at that.
Thank you, sir. All right. Well, Orion will ask for another try.
Regular Juggernaut is if you succeed, you crit succeed. So those both affect. So if you crit fail, you normal fail. And if you normal succeed, you crit succeed.
Yep. And if I take damage, I take half damage. All right. Yeah.
If you fail, you take half damage against what you failed against.
Orion orders another drink.
More drinks.
Pours you the shot.
Throws it back.
The
Give me
spout
a
is
fortitude
great.
save.
Oh, nice. It piles it up in my fortitude save description. Cool.
Oh yeah, that's actually really cool. Neat. Foundry has a lot of things that actually work together properly. It's really good. just the way it should.
Ryan?
Yes, I rolled.
Oh,
Rolled a 35.
there we go. Sorry, I didn't see the roll that at the same time. The second shot goes down. No problem. Once again, you feel that draconian feeling rising through you, going along your spine, and you push it back. It's trying to do something.
Alright.
Little Spout and reaches and pokes with a hoof/paw. You know we have to go tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow. That's future Orion's problem. All right. And Orion starts to reach for another drink, but he's like, hey, I've been mixing up a drink of my own. Would you like to try it? He asked the bartender.
I am to stay sober at all times. This is my tavern, and I have to manage people like you, and you eventually go all lizard-like on me. And she smiles.
Not to worry. This is not a stiff drink, just something that might improve your work.
She raises an eyebrow. You know that there is a local alchemist in town that constantly tries to say the same things to me, yes?
You should probably listen to him.
He seems a bit off of his rocker. It almost seems as if he attracts that kind of people, she says as she smiles at you.
Well, I'll have you know that my drink does an outstanding job. And he pulls out a vial that's got some yellow bubbly liquid in it.
Totally safe.
Kind of looks like lemon spritzer.
Yes. Giving the lady a pink bottle, not at all creepy, she says as she shakes her head.
All right, more for me. I'll take one more shot at Kieran Special.
Have it with your drink, and she pours you a third shot.
All right, and he's going to down his potion and the drink at the same time.
You do that.
Where's that gonna happen?
And once again, feel that draconian feeling going further up your back. Oh man, it's a little bit harder to push this one back, but you do. You do.
All right, and with that, Orion is under the effects of haste, and so he just starts sprinting around the bar.
And she kind of like leans over the counter. She looks toward. It sounded like the little spout was there, and she looks toward the blue pony that's next to you, a couple seats away. There, little spout. I should stop letting them drink these things into my tavern. Last week it was the two heads. He just vomited up a two-headed side of him or something like that. I don't know what these potion makers get up to.
Little Spout gives a little bit of a shrug. I think it's a guy thing. I mean, they're always talking about it. I think they just like getting head. She shrugs. Well, I'm tired, so I'm gonna go to sleep. Thank you for the drink. It was really good.
And she gives a small nod. Yes, you are very welcome, little one. Are you staying with... You are in a bar and seem fairly mature for someone so small. It is quite honestly the only reason I had given you alcohol in the first place. Wait, did she give you alcohol?
No.
No, yeah, she
Little Spout went with the free drink.
Yeah, that just occurred to me. I was
carrying a child.
yeah.
She should be drowning herself in booze.
Yeah. She let me redact that then. You seem like you are just off. Do you have parents to be around or something like that? Where are you going?
Belle tilts her head. Look, just because I'm a small person doesn't mean I'm an immature person. There's a difference.
Well, if you have no place to stay, that sounds to me like you are just one of those adventuring, what do they call them? Hobos. That's the one. And she smiles. Might need a place to stay. Upstairs is the room. I will give you a small discount.
Scratches / rubs her cheek. Well, I mean, that's not a terrible offer. Okay.
Yes. A room would be 5 copper as opposed to a silver, yes?
She begins digging. Dig. She puts down a silver anyway, and she points to her friend.
Yes, the
Thank
quick one.
you.
He is going to tucker himself out here in about 3, 2, 1, and then she points toward Orion.
And Orion uses his wings to slow himself down, and he is dripping in sweat, and he's like, I'm gonna go sleep this off.
Every time.
Are there any
Uh,
trees? Are there any trees in town?
In town, there are a couple trees. I mean, you're kind of at the end of this river, but it's like that sparse kind of vegetation, more just like small grasses and things like that, less so than big, you know, tall
Alright.
vegetation and stuff. You'll find more like
Orion will
cactuses and that thing.
Orion will pick a respectable looking tree and hang upside down from it so he can go to sleep.
Certainly not respectable looking, but you can certainly do that.
Little Spout is slightly annoyed because she paid for it.
Well, she still gives you back your remainder if he decides to walk out the way.
Oh, was that for everyone?
Well, she actually ended up plunking down 1.5.
And,
Oh well.
Cover
and she
other
looks,
people. Little Spout's just feeling nice and tired, and she's gonna go to bed now.
and she looks toward the blue mare with the pink hoodie at the bar and says, "And you, darling, are you staying here again?" She shakes her head. "Nope, got a place to be and a time to be there." She smiles.
Huh. A blue pony with a pink hoodie, you say?
Who does that?
I mean, poke, poke, nudge, nudge, add a character to somebody who might be interested in a blue pony with a pink
Oh,
hoodie.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I absolutely noticed, but I'm just like, is this something my character should have known about, and I am only now learning, or what?
I mean, you're only now learning.
Because I was missing most of the session.
Oh, well, I mean, like I still mentioned Ivory Drop at the very start
Yes.
of David's interactions.
Yes, I know. I did. I did notice. Did she just? I mean, I sort of assumed that she had shown up beforehand, and I simply didn't know. Is she simply only mentioned now?
Y'all. Little Spout walked into the bar and she was there and gave her the pink umbrella as if she had already known that she'd want a pink umbrella.
Right. Okay.
Little
So we're
Spout is
looking
very
at.
thankful.
So you're looking at a situation where Ivory Drop gets the thing from her. Am I there though? I don't know if I'm there.
This is just kind of the pastime. What are you guys doing for the rest of the day kind of deal?
I mean, we did our stuff, and then we went to get a drink. And that's how we're here.
So if you are in the tavern, you're more than free to be.
I mean, ultimately, man, you're here if you want to be.
Right. Yeah. Because I was just like, it literally was slid in, and I'm just like, this is a consequence of me being gone the whole time. She was introduced earlier. Everyone said hi. No one has told me she's there because I only showed up late.
I mean, Orion kind of stumbled out the door exhausted, but he wasn't here when Teardrop was important, so he's not aware of her actually.
Yeah. You don't know who it is. Yeah.
Teardrop. What is that? Her
What's her
depressed? Is that her depressed time traveling cousin?
Yeah, she's like, I can't believe I showed up 50 years early. He's not gonna know me.
Right. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I would if this is the tavern we're all staying at, then I am going to then Steady is going to be at the tavern at some point, but he's probably not there yet. Which explains why he hasn't been interacting with anybody at all. So
Well,
probably come in very soon.
I could show you what the tavern looks like if you guys don't think I have a map for the tavern too, so you just know how it looks. I mean, you could have been sitting at one of these tables up here, or the like. I guess it's loading for you, but there's several tables. There's like the front bar tables and other normal tables. It's really fancy. Aha! This one. Or similarly. I assumed that they were sitting over here. Little Spout and Orion and them, that is. Hello?
Howdy.
Little Spout's asleep.
What?
Little Spout is asleep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Are you in, like, you can be in the tavern if you wanted to be.
Yeah, I mean,
Do the
I do
thing.
at this point, but like I don't know how to introduce any of this stuff, and really, anyway.
Just look
yeah.
out from your drink and react.
Okay. I look up from my drink.
See,
I'm
it's
like,
done. You did it.
Oh, hey.
You see a bartender that is coming towards you with whatever drink that you had ordered earlier. Here you
Uh-huh.
are, darling. She sets it for you.
Sure. I'm like, yeah, I look around, look at the thing, and I down it immediately. Just get up and start going.
You just get up and start going which direction? Toward the door or toward the front? Okay, fair enough.
Toward the front.
All right, and so here you go, and she kind of has to move out.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Hey, ponies. You ponies. I don't mess with the ponies. She starts walking up back to the thing. And Ivory Drop seems to be there, sipping on something. She's just kind of idly looking around. And she sees you. She looks up. Howdy, stranger.
Hi.
She waves. Hi? And she tilts her head again.
This is probably in character.
Yeah, and she's like kind of like looking left and right, and she looks at like another probably one of the other sphinxes there. I think this is an applicable time to ask if the cat's got your tongue there. And then one of the sphinxes kind of slaps him. Ay, that is racist, you.
I'm sorry, I can't tell whether you're being coy or we haven't met yet.
And she kind of like looks you up and down. Well, I suppose if you're talking in the past tense, I mean we kind of met now, right? That counts. She smiles.
That sounds like a no.
I'm Ivory Drop, and she puts her hoof forward to shake your hoof.
Hi, I'm Steady Shoot.
Nice to meet ya.
Steady is looking back and forth, actually. What does she look like comparatively to the other Ivory Drops I have met?
Not as
I
much.
know I've met ones that seem older and wiser and ones that don't seem as much, but I'm pretty sure Steady met her for the first time at the Institute. So now is he pre-meeting her, or...?
This is the question. And she
Yes.
And she smiles. She smiles towards you. Smile. What you thinking about there? She just kind of like looks up and tilts her head.
Trying to untangle something.
Mm.
Are you sure we haven't met?
And as you ask this, she's already pulling out a slight brush for you to untangle that mess and hoofs it over. And she thinks. She looks you up and down. No. Nope. Only Steady Shoot I know is a lot more confident than this. And she kind of like thinks a little bit. So, you know.
My expression seems a little bit less a little bit less confused, more of like a oh, like more of a deadpan.
She turns around and goes back to her drink. Let me know if you see him though. Sip. And then she looks back. Come on, it was funny. She offers you her drink.
Like I was thinking something didn't add up, but I'll have something in a minute. I already drank. I just slammed whatever I ordered.
The whole thing.
I need to take it a little slowly.
The bartender came back here, kind of chimes in. It was very impressive, all right. So it was very impressive. It was my auntie-sized tankard too. I don't know how he did it.
I have some people. Well, I had a lot of practice. This is what Con 18 will get you with also huge size. I assume. I hope. And the barbarian saves.
A barbarian who can't drink, imagine.
Yeah. A custom drawback. I have a minus 5 to every roll that involves drinking something.
Ingested poison of the alcohol variety. like encouraging you on, right? Like her hooves are doing that thing where it's like, go on, go on.
Oh, what? She gave me a drink anyway?
No, wait, what? Oh, I thought you were
Oh.
thinking about what to tell her.
Oh, okay. That's good. I'm like, well, yeah. Anyway, it's nice to see you again.
And she smiles and looks you up and down. Me too. And she smiles.
How much of this is unplanned?
And she like looks. Are you asking me this or her?
I mean, yes.
She.
I how much of this is planned? Well, I'm not asking you this. For you, it's definitely planned. That's not in question.
Yeah, she kind of like thinks a little bit. Like, and she smiles. Like this meeting right here.
Yes.
Well, and she pulls out a small book. She checks it. Nope. Didn't expect you here. Not till. She kind of looks at it. Man, she turns a couple pages. I don't see the next time you're supposed to come back here. She kind of scratches her head a little bit. Could be good or bad.
I might just be passing through.
And she kind of thinks, fair enough. And she flips back to the first page. She writes something in a small area. And marks the time with a small stopwatch that she pulls out to take a look at.
Mm-hmm.
And then she looks up again. Well, I mean, you're free to go to bed. I'm about to leave myself.
Sure. All right.
And she like looks toward.
I don't suppose asking when this will stop will help anything, will it?
When what will stop?
What? Did you cut out, or did you, or did she?
She
stop?
asked. She asked you when what will stop?
The this consistent